Hi guys, it's me, Ursula Thompson. Welcome to my channel. Over here's where we live well, get fit, and do it what? Stylishly, because we know what? Style does not end with age. Girl, it don't. So thank you so much for all the love that you always show your girl. I appreciate it so much. So y'all know this is, even though the video is a little bit late, it's here though, okay? It's here. So with that being said, this is one of my favorite type of videos that I really enjoy doing, because it makes me go dig in this closet and see what I have packed up or what I have forgotten. Because when they say out of sight, out of mind, that's a real thing, y'all. That's a real thing. So I went in here and I was just looking around. I was like, you know what? Let me shop out of my closet. Let me thrift out of my closet. And that way I know when I do go out and about, I can see, is it anything I really do want to add to the closet. So with that being said, if you like that, if you want to see that type of video, honey, just stay. Don't go. Just stay. Don't just stay, girl. Get others to come over here and join in. Get others to come over here. So we're going to jump right into it. The first thing I want to talk about and style is, y'all should see. Now, let me just say this. Y'all know when I style, I do not change my jewelry. I don't change. Sometimes I don't show you a purse. Most purses, you can do a pop of color, neutral. Same thing with the shoes. Because a lot of my stuff, y'all know I told y'all earlier that I have packed up. So I'm not finna go down in the basement just like y'all see this stuff over here packed up. Pull all this stuff out. Now, I can give some suggestions if you have something like this or thinking about something like this. But anyway, so the first thing, y'all know me, the ones that been following me, y'all know I love a good Kojic blazer. I love a good Kojic blazer. So one of the blazers, y'all keep looking like, what is this? Yeah, don't pay no attention to this. One of the blazers that I pulled out was, do y'all remember this? Now, what I want y'all to do in the comments, in the comments, let me know, girl, I remember that. I remember when you got that. Anyway, do y'all remember this? Now, I think when I styled this before, when I first got it, I think I did it with camo. I think I did it with camo, if my memory serves me correct. The thing I love about this type of blazer is, and that's what I look for in my blazer, something different. Number one, I love the collar of the blazer. I love the structure of the blazer. See how the collar is? Then I love the fact that it has no buttons at all. And then all this detail. Child, somebody would call. Hold on. Okay, so that's what I look for when I look at my blazer. I look for structures. Now, I can tell you, or I cannot tell you, girl, how I'm going to style it up. You just going to have to see for yourself. Because what I literally did was just pull some blazers out and style them up. So this is one. I like this blazer. I love the structure of this blazer. And when I actually got this blazer, y'all, they had 2 or 3 more like this. So that's our first little blazer, the one we done pulled out the closet, girl. My second blazer is this. I've had this blazer now, I know, maybe 5 or 6 years. That's the thing about my blazer. I don't get rid of my blazers. The blazers that I staple in my wardrobe, I do not get rid of. I have had this blazer for a minute. And the thing that I like about this blazer is it's definitely, even though it's black and white, which one of my favorite combo, it's definitely a spring or even summer blazer. It is super thin. I don't know. It's from Charlotte and Company. Yeah, it is super thin, very lightweight. And I have styled this before. I love this blazer. I love just the satin of it. I mean, when I pick a blazer, it has to be something about that blazer that makes it stand out. So this particular blazer, I love it. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I'm just gonna let you see how I styled it. But yeah, so this is the second blazer. And it's not going to be all blazers. So I just go ahead on and skip to this. These, y'all, I picked up. Now, I have to be honest. I am not a big, even though I have ordered from them, but in changing my wardrobe and really dabbing off into my style. I'm not opposed of it, but I'm not a big fan of thrifting Shein. You know, we started off calling it Shein, and people like, that ain't no Shein, that's Shein. Girl, Shein. I don't like to pick, me personally, I don't like to pick it up at the Bins or the Goodwill. It has to be a real piece, because I'm going to tell you something. They are good about duplicating. I have picked up a couple of their pieces thinking it was vintage. And now I get to the point when I really look at it, I be like, this is probably Shein. And so I put it back down. Now, I thrifted these. No, I didn't thrift these. I think I actually bought these, if my memory serves me correct. Ooh, years ago. I try to get on Shein to look in Temu, but, and I be seeing people getting good stuff. I just be like, I done had my run with that. I don't want to do a big Temu haul. I don't want to do a big Shein haul. It would really have to be something significant. But anyway, so I picked these up. And I love these. Now, I'm not going to lie. If I find a pair, I love balloon pants. Y'all know I love them balloon pants. The ones that been following me. And I love them diaper type pants. Or them parachute pants that MC Hammer used to wear. I love styling. And I have a couple of pair. But I love big pants for some reason. And I've showed y'all this picture before. When I talk about the MC Hammer or the parachute pants. I've styled them. I'm going to pop up a picture. If I remember, I always say, if you see the picture, I remember. If you don't see it, girl, I just edit it all the way through. But I'm going to try to remember to pop up a picture and show y'all what I'm talking about. But I thrifted these so long ago. They like accordion pants. And they very wide leg. And what is on them? Okay, I thought that was bleach. Because they drag the floor. And I love these pants. Now, I know I'm going to have to lose some more weight for them to fit like I really want them to fit. But I know I styled this up. I just going to tell y'all. Because the only reason I'm telling y'all this is because this is a part of the next video, which is my haul. But I styled this up with a jacket, a silk jacket that I want to wear as a shirt. And I think that silk jacket with this and those nude wedges and a nude bag would be just perfect, honey. Just perfect. The next thing. This is a sidebar. That's why you can't eat you. I thrifted this, right? Wanted it for myself. Granddaughter beautiful. I wanted grandmama. I could wear it to church. Let me show you the back of it. You see? I want it, grandmama. I want it for church. Ask me, did she wear it to church ever? In the donation pile. Went in there and got it out. Girl, I'm going to show you another one. This is a sidebar. But I'm going to show you another to my door. Do y'all remember this one? They feel like silk. It feels like silk. I'm going to have to look and see. I think it's polyester. In the donation pile. Never worn. Baby, I went here and took it out. I took it out. And put you a belt on, a colorful belt. Girl, they never hold. Sometimes you can't move with these shoes. You be trying to hope them. But sometimes you can't hope them, girl. You can just pray for them, child. Back to the regular schedule program. Who knew you were going to get a little sneak peek to the thrift store? That I picked out of my closet. And y'all should remember this because I don't think this is a long ago thrift find. But y'all know how I feel about vintage, and it's definitely vintage. And it's just this blue jean vintage blazer with all of the gold embellished. And I think this actually, I think I styled this before, and I just styled it with my silver pants because it does have like sparks of, it's gold, but it can be worn like with sparks of silver. So I just went through and I wanted to pull this back out just to remind y'all, girl, when you looking for different pieces, or when I say I be looking for different pieces, these are the type of things I be talking about. I love a good blazer that are different, and I have some blazers. Now, I did get rid of a lot of them by mistake, but I do have some that I really like. Another blazer that is my favorite is this. It's just the red. It's the red with the tan. It's the red with the tan. Y'all will see how I style this. I absolutely love this. And I'm sorry, I'm going to tell y'all. The reason I'm not telling y'all what I paid because I don't remember. That's why I keep saying you're going to have to see because I don't remember. Next time I'll be more professional, girl, now write it down. But anyway, yes, I love this blazer. I've had this blazer. I thrifted this blazer a few years back. I love this blazer. I love the fit of it. I love how it feels. And I love the leaves or whatever on. Forgot all about this, y'all. I totally forgot that I had this black vest. And I just slipped this pink silk shirt on under it. Just to give y'all, just so y'all can kind of see it. But it's like a double breast. Yeah, I've had this so long and have not worn it not one time. And then I had forgot I even had this pink silk shirt. I realized I have more silk than I remember. And I love how silk feel on the body, girl. I had totally forgot. But anyway, yes. And this will look great just with some leggings and some boots. Just with leggings and boots. Now, we getting off into the second half. Y'all, I went ahead on, I had this hanging up. And I went ahead on to try the skirt on. Because it was hanging up here with the teddy bear sweatshirt. But I pulled this out. Now, I do know that I have a lot of these vintage type blazers with the matching gauchos packed up. I do know that. Well, I have a couple of them because a couple of them, y'all know, by mistake, I got rid of them. So I would love, that's one thing I would love to go back and re-thrift. But it's just this blazer here. You can tell that it's vintage, but it can be modernized and made to look good with jewelry and hair and all this other stuff. But I just had this hanging up because I did pair this with some brown pants, or I said I could do that brown skirt. But this is the thing that gets me with vintage, and one of the reasons I love vintage. So look at that. This is the button on the blazer. That is just, see, they make you pay for stuff like this now. And I ain't talking about no $2-3. That to have the button, look at the buttons. Can you imagine making the buttons, girl, making the button earrings? Oh, could you imagine it? The blazer. Then the next thing was I pulled out, y'all know how I feel about men's slacks. So I had forgot I had these gray tuxedo. I've always pretty much thrifted men tuxedo pants. I love men tuxedo pants. I had a whole black suit and I think I still got it back in this closet. So just know we're going to have a part 2 somewhere down the line. Girl, but I forgot I had them in gray. Now, I do need to hem them and everything like this. But I did pair this, you should see, with this recent sweater that I actually picked up, y'all know, from Walmart. And I just think that gray with that yellow is so pretty. And you can put it on a nude shoe. You can put on a red shoe. You can put on a green shoe. You can put on a gray shoe. And it all will look good. And you can even, like, if you just really know how to pull something off, girl, I could do like this here with the tuxedo, and then pull out an old nasty pink shoe, a fuchsia shoe, and be high stepping. Be high stepping. Because people don't understand, baby. Fashion and style is different. You might have people that have, people say, no, she got fashion sense. To me, fashion sense and style and different. To me, fashion sense is you can take this and put it with this, and that would make perfect style is when you just reach in there and just, baby, just, it's like gumbo. You just mix it all and it come out good, you know. Fashion to me is more like the trends. That's why they say a fashion trend. But style is gumbo. Anyway, this I want to show y'all this. I forgot I had this. This is a Oscar de la Renta pajama top. But I would not wear this as a pajama top at all. And so that's why I wanted to pull it out. Because y'all know I used to style my pajamas as 2-piece sets. But I just did something so simple. And I just hung it up together. Because y'all see, it's just so simple. I just did the satin style type pants with this little pajama top. And I think it's so cute and dainty. And I could actually... or I would actually add just a colorful shoe. Just a colorful shoe. But if you got old nasty white pump, and you can just keep it simple. Next thing I pulled out the closet, girl, was this. I totally forgot about this. Y'all know I love a vintage bat wing top. But this is kind of like, it don't have the over exaggerated bat wing, but it's like a bat wing vintage blue jean top. I love the wash on this, and I just paired it with, and I got to fix these some white leggings. And I even think in the fall, that's like most of this stuff I feel like, because you'll be getting that content next, but most of this stuff I feel like it can transition straight into the fall. Because even though I hope we not still doing that, they said don't wear white after Labor Day, child, I hope we ain't still doing it. I hope we ain't still doing it. I think this and these white leggings with some boots, I would throw on some oh, if I could have got them cow print boots that I showed y'all, I would throw that on with them cow print boots and throw me on a brown hat and a big chunky brown clutch or cream clutch gumbo. And then the next top that I had forgot I had, y'all, was this top. Y'all know I love, that's why I love vintage tops, because most of the time they have detail. I don't think this is a vintage top. I don't know if it's older than 20 years. It is NY Collection. Y'all might know. Y'all might recognize that brand. But I love this top. It's see-through. But I just love all this extra it got going on. I love that. And I think that with some pants, just some trousers. I think this right here just it right up. Pull that out. And then the last thing I pulled out is a most recent find, which is this. I just thrifted this little black dress. I think it's so cute. And I just wanted to see what it looked like with this like red and orangey. And child, what kind of flower is this? What is this? This is it's not a tulip. Girl, I know the flower on the tip. I don't know. It might be a tulip. I don't know, girl. But I just wanted to see what it paired like. Now, because of the dress and the way the dress is made, I would like a long line blazer instead of a short line. And I think this is so cute. And then you just had a little ruffle poking out. And you definitely could put on some tights and some boots and wear this right into the fall. And I thought that was cute. So that's what I did, y'all. I went in my closet and I just picked out some little things that I kind of had forgot I had, and I just wanted to share that with y'all. So that's all I have for this video. Please let me know which was your favorite. Let me know what you remember. Let me know if it's something that I made a mistake and redonated. Be like, girl, do you remember so and so style that? Now if I got it, I will. If I don't have it, I can't. But that's all I have for you guys. And of course, if y'all like my little top, girl, it's Walmart, $3. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I love you guys. Please be the solution to somebody's problem. Stay tuned because I'm doing a bonus video. I haven't did a sit down and just talk to y'all video in a while. I think the last one I did is, if I'm not mistaken, is spiritual thrifting with discernment or something like that. And with everything that's going on right now, and it's so much that's really going on, and I know people can feel so overwhelming and so discouraged, and so I really was, but I'm gonna see what God tell me. Oh, and don't pay attention to my nails. I don't be paying attention to people's nails until they say that, then I start paying attention. But just in case y'all seen them, don't pay attention. So much stuff going on, so I really do want to just sit down and do an encouragement video just to encourage my my internet family. and say, I always say this, one of my favorite teachers that I like to listen to is Bill Winston, and he always say, you know, if I wasn't saved right now, you know what I do? Get saved. And I just want to sit down and talk to y'all and encourage y'all and let y'all know everything is going according to plan. You do not have to be in fear. You do not have to be in worry or doubt. Everything is going according to plan. Even when it seemed like the plan has went to the left or to the right, one of the things I have learned to say in my own life is, God, you said, because that's what he told us to do, remind him of his word. And I say, God, you said that you gonna perfect this thing in me until the day of the coming of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So if these shortcomings is coming and they coming up short, God, you got to help perfect this thing inside of me, because we are not made to be stand on our own, or to be, we are imperfectly perfect. And what I mean by that, we are imperfect human beings, but made perfect through the eyes of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's why it's so important to be in him. That's why it's so important to know him. That's why it's so important to get ourselves wrapped up, tied up, and tangled up in him. So anyway, I've been thinking about that, and I presented that before the Lord, and I'm going to see, what he tell me, or what do he want me to say, or even if he do want me to do a sit down video. But I do like doing sit down videos. So if you see, it's going to be a bonus video, and it's just going to be an encouraging video. And tune in, and even if you don't tune in right then, if you need any sense of form of encouragement, just tune in. Send it to somebody. Share it to somebody. That's all I got. So please be the solution to somebody's problem, honey. Be the solution to somebody's problem. Bye. 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 Bye.